We start with a 10 News alert out of eastern Hillsborough County today. 2 investigations, 2 victims, 2 different locations. Deputies have a lot to figure out right now, and Brightside's Jenny Dean is live in Brandon, where we just got the latest from investigators. Jenny, what are they saying?
Well, Rob, I can first start by telling you that these 2 different incidents are not connected in any way. They just happen to be somewhat close to each other. But let's start with the incident here in Brandon. You see that black car behind me in the Walgreens parking lot? Deputies were called here just about 1:40 in the morning to a victim being shot. When they arrived, they found a female had been shot. She was initially taken to Brandon Hospital and then flown to Tampa General. But this location is not the location that they believe the woman was shot. There was actually a second location, according to Major Frank Losat. Take a listen.
We identified a second location where the shooting did happen, and that was at Kingsway and Clay Avenue at an intersection. We have very limited information at this time on the shooting itself. Multiple interviews are being conducted at this time by detectives.
So we actually have 2 different scenes for this particular investigation. That other scene 2 miles away at Kingsway and Clay, where they're interviewing numerous people. Again, there were 4 people in this car. Major Frank Losat says that he believes the car was targeted. They shot at the car, so they're not really looking at road rage or domestic violence in this case, but they still have a lot of investigating to do. And of course, that is the case right here in Brandon at 60 and Parsons, where we are now for this Walgreens. Now, there is another crime scene, and this one happened just after midnight. And this is a completely different situation. Initially, because it's about 10 minutes away in Plant City, we were wondering if it would be related. This happened at Trapnell Road, 4813 Trapnell Road. Deputies were called to the residence there, and they found a woman outside the resident. So they are in the process right now of getting a search warrant for that home and the property and interviewing witnesses. But they are asking people if they saw anything suspicious between about 6 p.m. yesterday and midnight, if anybody heard any loud noises or saw any suspicious cars around that address. Again, it's 4813 Trapnell Road, and they are trying to get more information about that as well. It is also a female victim with upper body trauma. So they aren't releasing the names of any of the victims in either case. Again, the 2 cases are not related. Of course, a lot more questions that we need answered as we go through the morning. Of course, investigators are working on that as well. Rob?
All right, Jenny, thank you so much for the updates. We appreciate that.